So speaking of the holidays, while the holidays can be full of Yuletide cheer, understanding and being aware of the nonverbal social cues around you can give you insight to how others are feeling and what they're truly thinking.
With holiday social gatherings taking place all month long, body language expert Jess Ponce is sharing his insight to navigating the season with class and ease. Jess, welcome back to New York Living.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
And you two have met. Now
Yes.
officially.
Nice to meet you. Yes.
So body language is so prevalent in the way that we communicate because we only really communicate with 10% of the words that we use. Everything else is nonverbal. So that includes body language, context, mood, so many different things. And people are really paying attention to it, especially this holiday season, because everyone has some sort of social anxiety, whether you're hosting or attending.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Holiday parties, whether you're hosting or you're going to, or there's myriad different holiday parties, how much are people really paying attention to it? Because is it happening subconsciously? Because I can't say that I've ever really
Watch
Titi Jenny and say, oh, she's pissed off. Or chances are she is. I love you, Titi Jenny. But
Well, you know, you may not notice it at the moment, or it may not be conscious to you that you're telling yourself this, but you're also not paying attention to people's words. So when people leave, you're going, oh, that was a good party. Did you notice so-and-so? Or did you notice this? Or I really didn't like having this exchange with this individual. It's the feeling you walk away with.
Okay. You know, but I think that people have their misconceptions sometimes of, you know, what's going on or what somebody's thinking. Like, are there myths, so like a wandering eye, oh, that person's not interested in what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Or are they looking at little Joey that's about to, you know, put his finger in the socket at the Christmas tree? You know what I mean?
I thought you were going to say in the cake.
No, that was Jesse. So body language needs to be taken in context.
Okay.
So a wandering eye, sometimes, like if I'm looking over here, I look to the side of you, what I'm really doing is I'm thinking about what I'm going to say. Now, if I'm looking over here and my eyes are kind of going like that, then I'm being distracted by something. So it comes in context. Is there a distraction over here, or are they really engaged? Are they leaning in while their eyes are over here? And I think one thing that we have to remember that it comes from the inside out. So this holiday season, I recommend that everybody come into every situation with gratitude. Whether you are happy to be there or just happy to go off of your diet or happy to see someone, that gratitude will show up in your body. The other myth sometimes is this.
I do that a lot.
I know we were talking about this. Yeah, does that necessarily connote something negative?
Not always. So sometimes, you know, people might be relaxing or trying to get their back up. Now, if they're talking to you like this and not listening, then you know something is up, because it's really hard to be able to talk like this. If you guys just try it at home, it's like really weird and it just feels odd and you don't feel in your body. So if they kind of release their hands, or even a little bit after they start talking, you're okay.
Okay.
That makes a little bit of sense to me, because sometimes I'll stand like this, and it's because something's amiss in my back, and I'm literally just trying to like move my bones around a little bit. But I've also seen people do this where I'm deliberately made to feel uncomfortable.
Exactly.
So there is a method to it.
But maybe it's a habit that you have, like a way that you're standing. Is there something that we can do to make, I don't know, that consciously do to make people feel like you're engaged?
Well,
because maybe if I'm so used to standing like this, but I'm engaged, what can I do to show, you know what, I am listening to you?
What you just did right now is the perfect thing. So if you're back here and you notice that you are doing this in a relaxed pose, it's like, okay, how am I coming across? If you lean forward, whether you are listening to somebody or speaking, it shows engagement. What you're doing is you're narrowing the proximity to a certain extent. You're not separating yourself, but rather you're engaged with the other individual and connecting with them.
Does your family know you're an expert on this? Because this must be trippy for you.
No, I don't tell my family, and that's how we get along.
I bring this up kind of tongue-in-cheek, but also we were talking about when you go to a party, holiday party, and you're the host. I'm with my family. I just say, beat it. Everybody get out. But I know my family. What are some cues that you as a host can give your party goers that you're ready? Yes, without turning off the lights or without coming out of your bedroom in your pajamas. And we'll start with that one first.
Well, I think, first of all, you have to look at the relationship you have with the individuals.
Okay.
So if it is family or people that you're close to, and say, you know, we're ending at 10 o'clock, and maybe even engage them to say, hey, at 10 o'clock, I'd really like to be done. So can we get people to start leaving? One easy way to get people to start leaving is proximity. So where are you? Are you in the house? Are you in the event towards the back? Or are you towards the front? If you start sort of herding people towards the front, then they have the proximity like, oh, we're getting towards the exit. And also words like, thank you for coming, can we make plans in the future, really do work.
Yeah.
Now, if that all else fails, just be transparent. Thank you very much for coming. We're ending the party now. Hope
Beat
to
it.
see you soon.
Yeah.
What if you're at the party and you want to leave and you're trying to tell someone you're with that you want to leave without being rude?
The easiest thing to
If
do,
I blink 5 times, we gotta go.
that might be a little rude.
Let's go.
Let's go. Try having a code word
Oh,
at the beginning before you even come in. Now, friends and I went to a series of 5 different parties, and we had to keep going, going, going. So our code word was Baba Ganoush.
Not Baba Ganoush.
how do you bring up Baba Ganoush?
It was a joke, but somehow we ended up being
That
able
is
to do
hilarious.
it. But if you have a code word, right?
love it.
Also eye contact. Now people, you know, will look at your eyes sometimes, but if you have that eye contact, like just that serious stare like it's time to go, then you know that it's time to leave. But you have to have an agreement ahead of time that if one person really wants to go and the other person wants to stay, whether you separate or you both go together.
Unbelievable. We, again, just scratching the surface here, Baba Ganoush.
I'm gonna be like, oh my earring is bothering me, Baba Ganoush.
Jess, thank you so much.
Thank you very
Always
much.
such a pleasure to do this with you.
Likewise.
And remind our viewers where they can follow you.
At JP3 Global Media and on Instagram at Jess Ponce.
And have a happy holiday.
Happy holidays to you.
I'm going to warn your family if you say Baba Ganoush.
Baba Ganoush.
You're out.
Maybe I'll do the Carol Burnett tug on your ear.
We'll be right back.